Hey guys, how are you? It's always a pleasure to be in company with Borak. We talk every 6 weeks or so. He just got back from his holidays, and we have two videos coming up. One will be silver and gold, which is looking absolutely fantastic on all cylinders. Same thing can be said for uranium. So, Borak, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. How are you?
Thanks, Kasper. Yeah, it was a around 3-4 weeks break. I'm back in London, all charged and running on all cylinders now. Yeah, it looks good. The entire space of uranium, mainly since the bottom out in when was that? April.
April, yeah.
And that whole thing started booming, and we have some of the stocks have gone up already to new all-time highs, like Cameco, like UEC, like the energy fuels. Some are lagging, which I'll talk in a minute. But yeah, everything looks pretty amazing since that April low. And yeah, we're enjoying the ride. I think we have done several videos with you. And the last one was, I mean, on the uranium space, I think we've done 2 videos since April. So
Yeah.
if the members or the the viewers have watched those videos, I think they would have yeah, made good gains
Yeah,
with
yeah, for sure.
our guidance. And I think there is more to it. It's not over yet, actually, far from it. And this is a secular bull market on uranium and definitely on silver and gold and platinum miners.
Yeah.
So we will go ahead first with the uranium miners on this video, and then we'll make the other videos just following this one.
Perfect. Where can people
Um,
find you, Borak, before we do the fun stuff?
yeah,
The fun part.
I'm at Trading Channels, so you can find me at Trading Channels on X, and the website is tradingchannels.uk. Yeah, let's because we don't have much. There are too many stocks that are of interest and not much time. So I'm going to just very quickly start going through them in alphabetical order. Okay, so the uranium stocks. This is one of the not so good ones. I think we can skip this one, even though the blue downtrend is broken. There is no push by AEC, but AGE is looking very interesting here because it just bounced off this red bottom band. This is a bull flag, and it also bounced off the green. So this is a double support here. I love these kinds of setups because it kind of gives me more confidence in the formation, in the price action reading. And when I see this sort of like double support, confirmation of that double support, and we bounce, I love it. And the thing is, it's already a buy here. You can already buy it, in my opinion, at like it's a really tiny one, but it is what it is. I think the target is going to be once that green top band breaks, we get to the red top band and even smash it. So this is at 223, 2.3 cents, and the obvious target is, well, 8.3 cents. So that's a forex trade right there. And finally, if that blue resistance breaks, then yeah, all-time highs. Why not? ASP is the ASP isotopes. The green uptrend is one of the best ones here. The red bull flag was broken in July, and then we rallied to, well, this was 24th July, of course. We rallied, came back down. The green trend formed, the golden resistance was broken, the purple bull flag, even though it wasn't really a very precise one, finally we broke it and back tested it. Now, this green resistance has to be cleared for us to get to, well, 23, 24, which, which is where the green top band is going to be tested. So it's at 10 and the target is 22, 22, 23, 24. Depending on how fast it gets there. Of course, if it gets there, that's another thing. But I think looking at the entire industry and uranium, what is it called? The ETFs, it all looks amazing. BMN from Australia, the long term, we had the golden downtrend that was broken, the blue sideways channel. I'm going to go very quickly. The golden downtrend was broken and 5 times back tested. You can see here 2022, 23, and then we cleared this red resistance, got to a new high, came back down. I'm going to switch to the daily chart again. It's been going sideways for a long time. Quite frankly, it's not really performing. But short term, okay, I'm going to remove this internal blue. I think the green wedge was broken, but I think the obvious target is the blue top band, which is at $4. And the golden bull flag is being forced. I think this is a breakout happening right now, maybe tomorrow, or maybe like pull back and then breakout. And then it will form the blue bull flag if it reverses there. But the obvious target is the blue top band right now, considering everything is rallying like crazy. BOE, Boss Energy, had disappointed big time. The blue bull flag, so the top band reversal, I was thinking it's going to pull back from that blue top band, which got confirmed when it got tested and reversed. That was a potential resistance there. But then I think there was some news about this company, and it came down and it broke down the blue bull flag to the downside. Well, what happened afterwards is that this red horizontal support zone held. I was thinking maybe it wants to test the red bottom band and then rally, but it may not go there. It may already, it's already in recovery mode a little bit. You can see it's trying to reclaim this failed blue bull flag. And if it does, I think it will recover all the way to this gap, that huge gap. But if it doesn't, and if it reverses, the next major support is at 145. If it gets there and bounces, then I think Boss Energy is going to fly. And the target would be the blue top band and all the way to 11. So because of this red potential uptrend right there, Cameco is one of the best, and it was one of my largest positions. When it got to the blue top band, I covered most of it. It pulled back and it formed this red bull flag here. So that blue internal support held, as you can see, on the weekly, this giant golden bull flag was broken, right? This is, of course, COVID crash, but then recovered, got out of the golden bull flag, even back tested it. Then it climbed to new all-time highs. And I believe it can run. If it can break this blue resistance there, it can run all the way to 200, all the way to 200 plus. It's at 76. As I said, this is a secular bull market, and uranium prices are not really are not even rallying at the moment. Considering that the underlying commodity is not really rallying, and these stocks are making new all-time highs, is astonishing. So imagine once uranium gets going. CVV, which is Can-Alaska Uranium, okay, Canadian Alaska, right? Can-Alaska, yes. That red resistance is broken and it's getting back tested here. I don't think it's going to drop below that red support. And we have also this green potential uptrend. The obvious target would be if it starts to rally. It's been, dragging. It's been a bit of a drag. It had broken it, came back down, broken it again, right? Well, of course, this was because of Trump tariffs. And then finally, it broke it for good. It did the breakout here, but then, tariffs came in, then rallied. Finally, we broke it and we back tested it. That's why I think this one is going to run to 170 from here all the way to that red top band right there. This year, this is 2015. So the obvious target will be that red top band resistance line together with the green one as 187, actually, more or less. This is Denison Mines. The blue downtrend is like potential downtrend, of course. The blue top band together with the golden is the target. I think some of you may know that we started buying in April this year, and this is what it was doing in April. And DNN broke out of the black downtrend. We that was at 136. It's 222 right now, and I think the obvious target is the golden top band together with the blue, which is at 2.7. Okay, and from 2.7, the only way this can keep on rallying would be by breaking that golden and blue double resistance. It has to smash through that zone, and that's when it will start a really big rocket. Okay, it has already gained a lot of power here, like consolidation, right? So maybe we'll pull back from that zone and then a break to the upside. We will have to watch out that action very carefully. DYL looks very good. This is also from down under. The green internal resistance is now broken, and it got back tested following the break out of the purple bull flag. And before that, it was the black bull flag. Before that, it was the red resistance broken and back tested. You can see, honestly, yeah, this is a beautiful stock that is going from level to level.
Yeah.
So you can see once it broke, it came back for a back test, broke, back tested on the black bull flag, actually twice back tested. Now the purple one is broken, and more importantly, this green one is broken. The obvious target is the blue top band, which is at 263, 265. Okay. And if it wants to keep going, right, this is obviously an uptrend, but it could turn into a bear flag too. I don't think it will. I think we get to the blue top band and smash it to the upside to get to the green potential resistance ultimately. And then we will see whether that green one turns into a downtrend. But yeah, this here is a major breakout. That internal resistance is gone. And that's why 2.7275 is the target. The current action is the current price is at 170. Elevate. Right, I'm going to remove this one. That's a bear flag breakdown. The red bull flag, I mean, also, this is again because of Trump tariffs, very short-lived. Okay, this breakdown, it was a fakey because of news action. Then it got out of the green bull flag. Now it is consolidating, but I think ultimately we get to the red top band. And this red bull flag, once it breaks, if it can be broken, then we get to, well, massive upside, obviously. So do we have an overhead resistance here?
Yeah, we do.
Maybe we do, right? Maybe. I can argue this is a kind of an overhead resistance a little bit. So kind of like can't be very precise on these kinds of long-term lines, right? But yeah, I think we have the red, let's put it in golden, the golden bull flag. I think once it clears the red and then the golden top band, we have massive upside on this one. Elevate uranium. EU, which is Encore, it bounced off this golden and green double support at the end of March. That's when, of course, the Trump tariffs were causing havoc. And but it was nice to see that this double support held. And it got to, so the disappointing bit of this one was that this purple bottom band, once it broke down, obviously that was very bearish. And there was some news about this company.
Yeah.
And that's why it came all the way down to here. It got to, you can see how lines work. Once that purple support broke down, it got to that backtest level and came down again. What we need is the break of that purple and green double resistance. Now, only then, it will run to the previous highs of, 4.8. And then clearly, if we can take out these highs of 2021, 2024, then there is massive upside. And the obvious target for me would be that golden top band. Very hard to imagine that it's going to get to 40 plus. But if it breaks out of this green, how many years is that? Like quite a long time, isn't it? 4 years of consolidation. Yeah. So that one needs to be broken. for a rally. So anything above 350 would be, or 360 would be very nice for this one. FMST, which is foremost clean energy, the green bottom band held, even though it's slightly damaged, but then recovered massive explosive volume here. And then it cleared the green downtrend. It broke out of it, came down during the correction, formed this Red Bull flag, and now this Red Bull flag is broken. It is a highly volatile stock. So if you are in this game, you got to tread very carefully, okay? And you have to have a tolerance for risk. But the obvious bullish scenario is that this green downtrend is broken. We came down for a back test of the breakout level, at least, not the line itself, but the breakout level. And now it's out of the Red Bull flag. So the obvious target for me is 20, which is the highs of 2022. So it's not impossible. It was just 3 years ago. It was, at $21. So it's a 7x trade if this gets going. And I think it will. FSY is one of those like tongue-in-the-cheek stocks, quite honestly, Forces Metal. So that green resistance zone, broken and back-tested here. This blue small bull flag has formed. And we also have the blue, right, that blue resistance from the highs of 2007. I don't like this kind of like very, very long-term resistance line, which has two very close touches on these two. In my opinion, we are sitting at this golden support right now. And if this golden channel is our guidance, right, 1, 2, 3, without breaking this golden support here, it has to get to this blue top band around 70 cents. And then once it breaks, it will clear everything and will rally. But it is a big if, because it's not really doing much compared to the other ones. Have I done something wrong? Forces Metals. Is it uranium?
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
a little bit. Yeah.
It is,
Okay. Good. Okay. I'm a little bit. So because I'm looking at all the metals space, all the gold and silver and etc. So I was a little bit doubting myself. F3 uranium. This one, FUU, right? The blue uptrend is still on, and the red kind of a spin-off channel. The green resistance is broken. If that red one breaks, which is at 25 cents, if that one breaks without breaking this blue downtrend, so mark this one and maybe put an alert for the viewers. I think around 25 cents, if you put an alert, you should buy this one. And your stop would be so tight, right? Compared to the upside. The upside is, 1.7, 1.8. I mean, the previous all-time high is at 1.17. So the blue top band is the obvious target. If this one gets going, and it would get going, only like start with the red and then the golden. GLO is a very interesting one. This golden support zone, that resistance zone was broken. It came down, formed the blue bull flag, but then failed it. It broke it down, came all the way to this golden support again, 1, 2, and this recent one, the third time. I'm going to switch to the daily to show the better picture. You can see once the red bull flag was broken down, and it formed the green downtrend, broke that green, the red resistance, got to the blue potential resistance. It became a resistance. You can see here that support became a resistance. Previous support becomes a resistance. That's the obvious thing. Then it came down once again. Now, what it tries to do is that it bounces off this red support. Again, broken resistance became a support right here. Is it going to be able to break this golden and break back into the blue? That is the big question. And anything above $1 is going to look very, very promising for this one. It could easily get to 2.9 and finally break that blue top band as well. But yes, first it has to get to the blue top band, and yeah, we'll see. GUE is not one of my favorites because the breakout, it was like questionable, like it broke out, came back down, and this blue support is still on. There is a little bit of hope, but this is not nice to see that the blue major downtrend was broken, but it broke back in. Not everything works, right? So this is not really a favorable price action, the fact that it went back into it. And if it breaks the blue support, that's the end game for GUE. This year is ISO. ISO is my what is it called, litmus test for uranium market, because it marked the high of 2024 when it touched that red top band, right? And I think in our previous video I explained this as well. I didn't listen to this signal because I didn't know this stock that this stock was calling the shots. So red bottom band, red top band, it got there and started coming down. And I said, okay, correction starts on this stock. But it was quite precise with the entire stock uranium market. It came all the way down to the red bottom band. And finally, in April, I called the uranium bottom again. This is the uranium high. This is the uranium low. Then we broke out of the golden. Now it is breaking out of the blue downtrend. Look at that beauty. This is now breaking out of the blue downtrend, which is why it is targeting 17. And then from there, that red top band is going to break and we're going to get to, well, new all-time highs. So that's how I see it. This is a really big bull flag. And once it breaks, this is going to be really a good one. LAM, L-A-M, laramide. Let me show you this one. This golden downtrend, okay, was broken initially, but then Trump tariffs came in, it pushed back in, broke it again, pulled back to back tested. It is now sitting on this red support together with the golden. What we need for laramide is break this in blue internal resistance. As you can see, so many touches on this, but we haven't really smashed it yet. So for this one, for me to be a bit more interested in this stock, okay, it has to get to the blue resistance and around 80, 81 cents. That would be very interesting for this stock. Before that, there is not much on it, quite frankly. It's not really very impressive uranium play. Centrus, one of the best. The blue downtrend was broken back in 2019. We rallied, came back down, and at $50, we broke this red major resistance together with this golden bull flag. That's when we started buying it. Then we got to it got to a new high, came back down, reversed. It confirmed this purple line as a resistance at the third touch, came back down, but it didn't really drop below this red and golden supports, rallied again and smashed that purple resistance, which was superb at 125. Then the blue top band, okay, that was my target at 260. It got to that 260, which was a potential resistance, and then it came down and it got confirmed as a resistance. So this here, right, and that. So this is a kind of a spin-off channel here. Now we need to break that blue top band, okay? And the obvious target would be 1,800 or maybe more. That green top band would be the target if that blue top band breaks, which is at 290. So if 290 can be taken out, we get to 1,700, 1,800. Lotus, the golden uptrend was broken down back in 2024, which was disappointing. I thought we're going to keep on running inside this golden uptrend, but of course the uranium correction started. It stopped at the blue bottom band. Yeah, this is of course again Trump news, Trump tariffs started recovering, and I think this is putting in a low inside this blue bull flag. And the obvious one here, right, this internal resistance is broken. The red top band is the potential major resistance. So if it gets there, pulls back, and then breaks out, I would love to see that kind of action, because then the target is going to be 51 cents, which is that blue top band. LTBR, again, one of my favorites, this one. Okay. It's a penny stock, right? Because of the splits and all that. The all-time high was 3,900. It was nice to see that the red downtrend, that giant downtrend, and this golden wedge was breaking out. And that was at $4. We got to $18. What we need now, so I'm gonna, of course, this green major resistance has to be broken for more upside. But before that, let me put this into a little bit more short term, right? This is the massive breakout on big volume. At $4, it broke out. And the green one is a little bit off when I turn to the daily chart.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, look at this. The green one is actually should be actually way higher, but on the daily, the green one, well, this is wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's wrong,
this
yeah.
is trading view. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that this golden support rail is holding. We got to the blue top band, which has been my target at 18, just over 18, 1850. That's where actually I closed my long last week. But actually, it should be breaking this one at around $19. And if it does break,
It's
then
gonna
it's going to
pop.
rocket,
Yeah.
right? Because this here is a potential bear flag. Two touches on both sides, right? One, two, three, actually, three touches on the bottom, one, two touches on the top. And this zone is a resistance. You can see it here also horizontally. It has tried that zone in April, May, and then finally on 13th of August, right? That was 2 weeks ago. Once it started coming down, we saw, okay, this is a resistance now. We need to break that one at 19 plus, and if it does, the obvious target is the green major resistance at 34. And if that one breaks too, well, I mean, I don't want to say it because it's impossible to say whether it's going to go to 3, 4, 500 again. But yeah, it would be a bullish breakout. Let's put it that way. And then we would have to reevaluate as it's rallying. That's what I always say. Sometimes people ask me, Burak, what's the target of this one?
Yeah.
I say, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, really, because we need to watch the rally and see. Sometimes it's very obvious where the next resistance is. Sometimes it's not. So we will have to watch the trade and then uptrend, and then we can put like lines onto it and then say, okay, it's hitting some sort of a resistance or a double resistance. Then we can maybe get out or, scale out, that sort of thing.
Could you try to go back, Burak? I just want to try something on that chart.
Yeah.
Just very quickly here. Could you try
Yeah.
to copy that blue line and put it on top and see if it matches with the this one there? You put it on top.
On top, we meaning?
Yeah, the
You
lower
mean
one on
here?
top of, yeah, that one there. Is that a like a measured move, something like that, The distance?
It could be. It could well be. Yeah. Why
Maybe,
not?
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a kind of like more or less the same size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a thought,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That's nice. But I think like the green one, which already has four touches, once
Yeah.
it breaks, yeah, it can easily get to that 80, $90 level.
Yeah, I think
But
the high
first we need
is
to
yeah,
break 19. We
yeah.
need to break 19, right? It's actually, if you look at it this way, it's a kind of a double resistance there,
Hmm.
red and blue. So this is a short term, this is a long term, and anything above 1915, you should buy it. That's how I see it. MGA, which is mega uranium, has been disappointing, and the reason was very clear to me. The golden top band was broken back in February 24, which is when uranium put as a medium-term high. And I thought, okay, this is broken. I bought it. And then I'm still holding it because, yeah, I didn't get out. I'm like, okay, I have full belief in uranium. I'm not going to get out. It's still in red. And the fact here is that this red wedge, if this breaks, I think this is going to run. My hope is that it's not going to break the wedge to the downside. Okay, it's going to run to the golden and maybe break it for good to get to the 2 and then all the way to the golden top band at what, 9 plus. Hard to say, obviously. It's impossible to say it, but once it breaks this golden resistance, if it can, then the next level is here at 230. NNE, which is nanonuclear energy.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's been not really a channeling thing because if I want to put a channel to it, I mean, the thing is, the data goes back to only 2024. We have nothing before 24, so there is no real like trend channel. But the looks like this blue support is broken, but I think it may recover back into it or back above it. I don't like when there is not much data because you can't chart it. What is it called? Like precisely. The green bull flags breakout was phenomenal, right? That $9, it got all the way to $48 from there. That is a beautiful bull flag, textbook bull flag on the green. Once it broke out, it got to 48 from 9. Then the golden bull flag formed, and that was also broken. We didn't get to a new high. So I think there's unfinished business. And once that red bull flag is broken, we get to 60 plus. Nukes, which is, what is that? This ETF?
Yeah. Yeah, ETF, yeah.
Right? Yeah. The purple bottom band, this is Trump tariffs. It recovered back above it, like straight into it, got to the purple top band and stalled right now. But I think if it keeps on pushing, it may even break this purple top band. And then it will be uncharted territory. It's impossible to see. But again, this is also from 2024. So there is this is the only thing that I have. Once it breaks out, it will keep going, and we will have to watch out carefully how this uptrend is forming. NXE, which is next gen energy, right? So the blue top band, so the blue uptrend is obvious, okay, here. So I'm going to put it on the daily chart, sorry, weekly, right? The blue 1, 2, 3 touches on the top, two touches on the bottom band, right? It got to the blue internal support, slightly broke it during Trump tariffs, but then recovered, got out of the red bull flag, and it didn't get to this green support zone. I believe this is going to get to the blue top band and then break it to the upside. If this uranium market wants to keep going, the green uptrend is our guidance. And this green uptrend is targeting 40, 45 plus, depending on how it gets there. But it's at 7 right now. So very big upside if it can break that blue top band. Paladin, right? Paladin, the black. So this is down from Australia. The red downtrend was broken back in 2020 after the COVID crash. It broke out of this black as well. I had removed this one, but there was a nice also a breakout. It got to the black resistance, broke it. Then it came down, cleared the blue support, which was very disappointing. Again, I'm holding this one. I'm not closing it. It got to the blue support and broke it down. And the black support didn't hold. But again, this is also May time, April, May, during Trump volatility. Then we cleared the green downtrend, and it is going to try the blue resistance once again. You can see this is a spin-off channel, broken down, back-tested. If it can break 8.7, 8.8, this is going to run to 24. that blue top band, and ultimately it may get to the highs of 2007, just like Cameco or the others. PUR is Premier American Uranium. So that golden resistance is quite clear, and that couldn't be broken. 1, 2, 3. This I thought maybe will break and we can buy it, but it came down, broke down the green. We need to see a proper run to that golden resistance and smash it. That is the only way for this stock to run. And SYH is a Sky Harbor. Not my favorite. I'm going to skip this one. Oh, this is interesting, obviously. Yeah, this is Sprott Asset Management. So the physical, the blue resistance was broken in 2023. We came all the way down for a back test. That was quite nice, like textbook action. Resistance on broken, came back for a back test. Red bull flag was back tested. Now the golden bull flag is broken and back tested. That's why uranium, I mean, considering uranium, physical uranium is here, and uranium stocks are at, some of them are at all-time highs. It's astonishing again. And once this starts running, imagine what the stocks are going to do. So one of the best chances of a generation if you're in the uranium space. UEC, last time when we made the video, it was inside the red and the blue. Now they are both broken, and this is a new all-time high for Uranium Energy Corp, UEC. One of the champions, just like Cameco or ASPI, it is a massive, massive upside from here. Look at this.
Yeah.
There's just, I would be a little bit right. Hard to, I don't know if that would be the target, because this year is COVID crash. Okay, so I wouldn't let this slope to be dictated by this crash. But minimum target is 22, and we are at 10. Okay, and the red sideways channel is broken. The blue uptrend, spin-off uptrend, not this one from here. I would rather make a bold call here and say, okay, right there. Okay, this here is our target. And I'm going to put this in golden color, right? Or purple. We already have golden. Purple. The purple top band is our target, which is 40, 50, something like that. This is our obvious target, if that's an uptrend, and I think it is. Euro, right? The green downtrend was broken, but then COVID, then recovered, broke out several resistance levels. Then it formed the golden sideways channel. And this is April low, rallied, got out of the golden down sideways channel. This is a massive consolidation, 4 or 5 year consolidation. Now, red small bull flag is breaking out, right? This year is breaking out. So that is also really good. This is a big ETF on uranium, but the big ones actually are coming, the real ones. So this is your energy. You are energy.
1 minute, Burak. So.
Yeah, go ahead. 1 minute. We have 1 minute.
Yeah,
I didn't cover these.
Do you? Good. So we got cut off there, Burak. By all means, continue.
Okay. All right. We were on URG, your energy. The obvious resistance is the blue one. That's the major one with 3-4 touches on this. It came down pretty much like after, of course, during Trump tariffs, very big sell-off here. And in April, it even damaged the red bottom band. This is the bull flag, which was broken and back tested in June. And then since then, of course, we are rallying. And the double support, this green one, that was just, got tested at the end of the tariff volatility. We recovered from there, and it is now inside this purple uptrend. And I believe we're going to get to the blue top band minimum target 182 from here. 182. And if that blue resistance can be taken out as well, that is, then we get to the previous all-time highs of 2011, which is 336. And well, after that, who knows? Maybe much more, much higher. So I probably should have done the ETFs before the stocks, but it is what it is now.
Oh, that's good.
This here is the junior miners. The golden uptrend was broken back in 2024. Came all the way down. This red support was holding for a while, but then, of course, again, the Trump tariffs came in. We came all the way to this blue bottom band. It formed the blue downtrend, broke it, back tested it. Then the green resistance is broken and back tested here. This golden one is broken just this week, so last week. And this is becoming a really big one now because it just made, after this consolidation, it is just making new highs. And I don't think it is going to stop. And I think the obvious route, the obvious channel is this purple one, which has more upside. And finally, the previous high was 31. So that's our minimum target for this one. And of course, it may get to the purple and finally, eventually break it to the upside as well. I'm biased about uranium, so I would like it to get to, all the way to the previous highs and then more. So we'll find out. Again, even also with this one, there is not much data on it because this is from 2023. But with the data that we have, that short term, you can see the red one. We can even remove it. That was a little bit like caused by tariff volatility. But the green one is nice. The blue one, the golden resistance was broken and back tested here. Yeah, looks good. URNM, which is the big guys, right? This blue sideways channel had formed. It 1, 2, 3. This is the major high of 24 February. And this was also signaling a downturn, which I didn't listen to. I'm not perfect. It came down and I thought this is going to, after a pullback, it will break. But then it came all the way to the blue bottom band, even damaged it here during tariffs and then recovered. Golden bull flag is broken and back tested. And we are making new highs. So the obvious target for URNM is the blue top band at 65. And I believe we're going to smash it. And then we get to, this is like URA before the breakout. So this is going to get there and break it. Okay. It's like the golden channel of URA, but before the breakout. You can see here. So the blue one is going to be broken to the upside after 65. And then, yeah, huge upside for URNM. UROI, which is uranium royalty, also came down, of course, during the tariffs. The green, I'm going to remove the golden one, that top band, but this was a kind of a support here. The red bull flag is broken now. This is very, very important that we have taken out the red bull flag. And that happened after the green, smaller inside bull flag was broken and back tested. So this has upside all the way to 5 plus, like close to 6, the previous high. We are at 3. So we're looking at a doubling from here. This is Energy Fuels, my biggest holding.
Same.
The green bull flag, right? The blue, let me put it here. The blue resistance was broken, came down for a back test, and then came down for another back test. And then in April, look at this beauty. This green bottom band held, and that gave me huge confidence for calling the low on uranium because of this double support. Of course, I was looking into all of these other stocks as well. It's not only this one, but the blue and green double support held, the black downtrend was broken, and now the green bull flag was broken, and it formed a small golden bull flag here. If you look at it, that one was broken, came down to the golden bottom and now smashed it. Okay. Where do we go from here? It is quite critical that the red top band doesn't hold. And that is a big question. So we are very close to that. It is a potential major resistance. And I don't think it is going to come all the way down here like a major downtrend. Maybe it will get entirely ignored because there is no data before this point. So this could become a very irrelevant line. I'm just saying this is the bottom band, and if this becomes a top band, this stock may stall there and come down pretty hard. So we got to be careful, and that level is around 1350. So we have to be very careful with this one. I don't think it's gonna stop, but again, we are price action dependent, and it may do just that. This year is uranium futures, green bull flag is broken, and the red uptrend, the golden resistance, right, was broken and almost back tested. And if this red uptrend is our guidance, you can see the golden one was broken to the upside and back tested back in, well, 2021. We can remove that for clarity of the chart. And the green downtrend was broken, obviously. So this looks very, very bullish. Just like the U.UN Sprott, this is looking like an uptrend to me. This here is Western uranium and vanadium. The red bull flag, but moreover the blue resistance. It's not really a performing stock, but it may do at some point. The red bottom band is going to be around 52 cents. From there, I would expect a rally to start at 52 cents. It's at 71 right now. So this stock is consolidating. And then after that, I'm expecting the red bull flag to be formed. Actually, it is already formed with two touches on both sides, but we need a breakout to really get going. And WWR, West Water Resources. This is quite similar to the light bridge. The red downtrend, again, another penny stock. Okay, this is dangerous game, but if that blue resistance breaks, okay, so it's not a channel, proper channel, but it is kind of like the blue internal golden support. If the blue top band breaks, it may run big time because this is a wildly volatile penny stock. Okay, so if you're doing it, if you want to touch it, you got to do it very nimbly. Okay, don't go all in. But the red downtrend is broken. Very, very clear downtrend, right? It has broken out. So there is some positivity here. And finally, this here is Yellow Cake from London, physical inventory company. And it has to, so it had already broken out of the golden, first the green, and the green is inside the golden. The golden one is broken too, right? 3 touches on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, back tested. This blue resistance should be broken after the red one. So it's not really going that good so far because of, uranium itself is not really rallying just yet. But once it starts going, I think this blue resistance will be cleared and Yellow Cake is going to do well. All right, guys. That's it for uranium, and we'll be in touch with the gold and silver miners.